Welcome on Judy Scarafile Field at McKeon Park. Chris Walker's my partner. I'm Chris Lucey, and we're out here in right field after the Harbor Hawks took a crushing 6-3 loss in 11 innings, and it was smooth sailing through extras until that turbulent top of the 11th, Chris, where Hyannis just let it all fall apart.
Right, and as you mentioned, the beginning of the game was outstanding. Michael Bertel pitched 6 innings, giving him only 2 runs. I had a chance to talk to him after the game tonight, and he was telling me he just had everything going tonight. Everything felt like it was flowing. He really wasn't thinking too much out there. He was just going with the rhythm of the game. And that's how the Harbor Hawks took a 3-2 lead at one point. And again, in the 11th inning, that was just a disaster. It's so frustrating. This is the most frustrating loss of the season to me because it was right there. You had a 3-3 game. All you need is one, and you can't do it in either the 10th or the 11th or the 9th or the 8th. And the offense was only involved in 1 inning in this ballgame.
Yeah, and that was the 7th inning where after a big Harbor Hawks rally, it was a 3-2 game after it had been a 2-0 commanding lead for the Commodores coming into that game as their pitching was really holding it well together. And James MacArthur, with those 6 scoreless innings, looked like the Harbor Hawks wouldn't be able to get anything going with their bats.
Right, and then they turn it over to the bullpen, and that's when the Harbor Hawks start hitting the ball, and that's what they pray for in the dugout. We need to get rid of this guy. And Falmouth was saying the same thing about Bertel. We got to get rid of this guy. We can't hit off of him. All those 1, 2, 3 innings. We were an hour 25 minutes into this game, almost in the 7th inning, and it started to slow down. But you know, it was a great pitcher's duel up until the very end. And you know what? The Harbor Hawks didn't hit the ball when they needed to hit it. Bottom line.
Harbor Hawks only able to score in that 7th inning, while Falmouth was able to tack on 2 runs in the top of the 3rd, an extra one in the 8th to knot the game at 3 just after Hyannis had taken the 3-2 lead, and then it was another deadlock until the 11th inning where it all just fell apart. And Chris, a disappointing loss for Hyannis after a big win against Chatham yesterday. They came just so close to their first 3-game win streak of the season here at McKeon Park.
Well, exactly, and they have 4 different 2-game win streaks now, and it's a shame that they couldn't turn this one into the third win, their first 3-game win streak. Usually when a team doesn't win any time 3 games in a row, that team doesn't make the playoffs. You look at all the major sports, you got to win games. The best teams win 5 and 6 games in a row a couple times a season. We haven't even won 3 once. That says a lot about this team and how the season's been going.
Well, this loss for the Harbor Hawks cements Falmouth firmly in 3rd place in the Western Division. They bounce up to 27 points, leaving Hyannis, relatively speaking, in the dust at 24, when they could have not only stolen an extra 2 points, but actually leapfrogged Falmouth in the standings had they been able to get the job done. However, no dice for the Harbor Hawks in 11 innings. It all unravels in the 11th. Hyannis falls 6-3. We'll be back at it tomorrow at YD. Be sure to subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on SoundCloud. But signing off on behalf of my broadcast partner, Chris Walker, I'm Chris Lucey. Have a great night.